Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, you're very welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. For those that are new, I post my videos on Thursdays and Sundays at 6:30 p.m. So make sure to press the subscribe button and press the bell button to get notifications when I post more of my videos. People look outside of themselves for something to change how they feel inside. In today's topic, I'm just going to talk about the need for internal change and just looking at yourself internally to see how you can better yourself inside so that the world outside can become so beautiful. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. People look outside of themselves for something to change how they feel inside. It was like a little eureka moment for me, and it just made me reflect on how much sort of I have developed as an individual, because to a certain extent I used to do that. I used to wait for things outside of myself to make me feel better. Like maybe it's you've applied for a job and you getting that job makes you feel happy, whereas you could feel happy regardless of you getting that job or not. And also looking at material things to make you happy, or maybe looking to people to make you happy when you cannot make yourself happy. You sort of attach certain things to happiness. So it's maybe every time I eat ice cream, it makes me happy. And how it was explained is that people look outside of themselves for something to change how they feel inside, and when that happens they take a snapshot which becomes a memory. So maybe it's a certain place that you go and visit that makes you feel better, makes you feel at peace. It's because at some point within your memory you've got that place or that event as something that you have captured as a good image. Because you have captured that as a good image, you go and seek for that feeling over and over again whenever you go to that place. Sometimes it's actually a good thing because it helps you to navigate around your feelings and can help you to bring you out of a place that may not necessarily be a good place to be in. So it's effective in that way. But if it's constantly, you know, seeking for things or like buying things to make you feel better, and you're deeming it as treating yourself, but internally you know there is something discord, and now you're seeking something from the external world to make you feel good internally, and that is instant gratification. It's those little things that you choose to buy or choose to do at certain times that than choosing the difficult thing. The difficult thing may be actually trying to figure out where this behavioral pattern comes from, or trying to go back into your traumas or into your memories and figuring out why you act a certain type of way. And because you don't want to face that challenge, or you don't want to face that trauma or whatever it is that may have happened, you choose instant gratification, which helps you for the now, but in the long term does you no good whatsoever. At the end of the day, that problem is still going to be there. If you choose to ignore it, that problem is always going to be there. Although you have bought those nice shoes, that bag that you wanted, treated yourself to a nice suit, whatever it is, because you have not dealt with the root cause of that problem, it's going to keep manifesting itself over and over again until you decide to take the bull by the horns, deal with that issue, deal with that problem, to see where the root cause of that issue actually is. Most of the time when we seek for external things to make us good or to make us feel a certain type of way, most of the time our internal world has already told us. That gut feeling when you know something is not quite right, your gut feeling has already told you, and it's learning how to read your body. When you're around certain people in certain environments, like your body goes hot, your palms become sweaty, it's a sign that your body is telling you that something here is triggering something in you. Learning your trigger points, learning to maybe not be around certain people for extended period of times, or maybe just learn to distance yourself completely of certain people because they internally, maybe something that has happened, or their energy was never good towards you, and your body doesn't react well to being in their environment, and trying to reduce the time you are around them. And also just sometimes knowing when to listen to your internal instinct. We have a greater power within us that knows much greater than our physical and mental reasoning can understand, and sometimes it tries to guide us out of certain situations, but because we as stubborn individuals will keep doing certain things or reliving certain experiences because we're not willing to listen to our higher self. And sometimes it might be something like not indulging in a certain thing, because you know once you do that you're going down a slippery slope of being addicted to that thing, maybe for the next few months, and now you're trying to work your way out of it again. And it's like little things like that where you yourself, like internally, you know you shouldn't be doing that, but you do it because it's what feels good at that moment in time. But the repercussions of that one activity may take months or years for you to overcome. And I think something like that is not worth it just because of that instant gratification you get for the next 10 minutes or for the next day or two. Because at the end of the day, your emotions will keep changing. They are constantly revolving. So once that instant gratification is over, now you're having to deal with this thing again. And also just learning to find and seek happiness within yourself without outside influences being there. Something that Will Smith said, that he needed to learn how to make himself happy first as an individual, make himself happy, so that you can show your partner that you are capable and they will be capable of making you happy. If you cannot make yourself happy, it is not fair on your partner or on your family member or whoever it is that you have now placed this role on. It's not fair on them. If you yourself cannot make yourself happy, how do you expect someone else to make you happy? You also need to know how to make yourself happy. What are the things that you like doing, things that help to regulate your emotions? How do you regulate your emotions? Like the one thing that I use and I think has really worked for me is emotional cleansing. Whenever I feel like there is some internal discord or just I don't feel right within myself, sometimes you cannot quite put your finger on what the problem or what the issue is, but you know that something internally is not right. I emotional cleanse, and then maybe throughout the course of a few days something will come to me that I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to fix this. And then after I've sorted that thing, I realize, oh, I feel at peace within myself. So maybe it was something that just needed to be brought to the front of my mind that I wasn't aware of. On a subconscious level I'm dealing with, but physically I'm actually not aware that I'm dealing with that thing. For me, it helps me to settle my mind, to also kind of reorganize things that are going on internally, because our brains are constantly working. And sometimes these repeated thoughts that we have can start to create seeds that may not be beneficial to you. Maybe it's seeds of doubt or negative emotions that creep up sometimes from just, you know, the exposure that we get to the world, exposure to the things that we watch, exposure to social media that may cause discord internally. Learning how to deal with those things so that you can sort of, you know, reset your batteries, reset your emotional batteries, so that you can regulate yourself, so that you can carry yourself in the best light possible. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.